third part of tenses. In the last part we have learned about the continuous tenses. Now in this part we are going to learn about the perfect tenses. So in the perfect tenses, the seventh type is present perfect tense, and the formula of this tense is subject plus have or has plus V3, it means past participle of the verb and object. So according to this formula, if you want to make any sentence in present perfect tense, so that time first you need to use any subject. According to that subject, we have to use have or has in that sentence. So if there what kind of subject, then we can use have, or according to the what kind of subject we can use has. So look at the board. If there is the subject I, we, you, they, or plural noun, so that time we can use have in front of it. And if suppose there is a subject he, she, it, or singular noun, so that time we can use has in front of it. And after that we need to use V3. V3 is the third form of the verb or the past participle of the verb. And after that we can use any object. So let's take one sentence. Suppose I will take a subject I. So after I, in present perfect tense, we need to use have or has. So after I, we can use have. Then any V3, verb, third form of the verb or the past participle of the verb. Suppose I want to take a verb write. So what is the past participle form of the verb? Write's past participle form is written. Then we have to use object. So written, ask the question to the written, what is written, an essay, letter, anything we can take as an object. So let's take here a letter. So in this sentence, if we change the subject, instead of I, if we use he, so what will happen? Suppose he. If in present continuous tense subject is he, so after he we have to take the has. So instead of have, we have to take has here, and everything same. V3, third form of the verb or the past participle of the verb, any verbs, and the object or letter. Let's take another sentence. Suppose I will take a plural noun, boys. So after any plural noun, what we can take, have or has. So after any plural noun, always take have in present perfect tense. Then any V3, third form of the verb or the past participle of the verb. So suppose I want to write a verb read. So what is the past participle form? V3 form of the read. It is the same spelling of that verb. It is written in the V1 same spelling. It is written in the V2 with the same spelling, and it is written in the V3 with the same spelling. But there is a change in the pronunciation. If we write it in the first form, then we pronounce it read, and it is written in the third form, so it is pronounced as read. So what is written? What is read? A book. Let's take another sentence. Suppose I will take a singular noun, run. So what will you take after singular noun, have or has? If there is a singular noun as a subject, so always use has in front of it. Then any V3, third form of the verb or the past participle of the verb. So suppose I want to take a verb cut or any other, buy. So what is the past participle form of buy? Bought. Bought. What is bought? A new car. So in this way we can write a sentence in present perfect tense. Now let's take another type of sentence. past perfect tense, and the formula is subject plus had plus V3 plus O. So in past perfect tense, after any subject we can use only had. There is not any confusion, such as like in the present perfect tense, according to the subject we need to use have or has in front of it. But in the past perfect, in front of any subject we need to use had. Had shows that the sentence belongs to the past perfect tense. So suppose I want to take a subject we. In front of any subject, write had in the past perfect tense. Then V3, third form of the word or past participle of any verb. Suppose I want to take the verb learn, and what is the past participle form? Third form of the learn, it is learned. So what is learned? A lesson. Let's take another sentence. Suppose I want to take a sentence. The primary teacher so this is the noun, the primary teacher. It is one teacher or many teachers? It is only one teacher. So in past perfect tense, in front of any subject we need to use only had. So use had in front of it. Then V3, third form of the verb or past participle of the verb. So I want to take a verb teach. So what is the third form teach? It is taught. And then subject, what is taught? English, math, physics, anything. Let's take another sentence. Suppose I will take the subject, the bird. So this is the subject bird. After it, use had always in past perfect tense. After the subject, we have to use had. Then V3, third form of the verb any. I want to take a verb fly. So what is the third form of the fly? Past participle of fly, it is flown. And then object, where is flown? In the sky. In this way, we can write any sentence in past perfect tense. Now let's take another type of sentence of perfect tense. And it is ninth type of the sentence, future perfect tense, and the formula is subject shall or will have plus V3 plus O. So in future perfect tense, if you want to make any sentence in future perfect tense, that time use subject, and according to the subject we have to use the shall or will in front of that subject. And after that use have, then use V3, then use object. So in future perfect tense, always remember if there is the subject I or we, so use shall in front of it. And if instead of I and we there is any kind of subject, so use a will in front of it. Suppose if you, he, she, it, they, singular noun or plural noun, so always use will in front of it. So always remember this, in future perfect tense, if there is the subject I or will, so use shall in front of it. And if instead of I and we, any subject is given there, so use will of it. So let's take a sentence. If suppose I want to take a subject we. So if the subject is we, use shall in front of it. We shall, then use have, then we. I want to take the verb V3. I want to take the verb help. So what is the third form of the help? It is help. Help. Then object help. Whom help? A poor boy. A poor boy. If I change the subject in the sentence, suppose instead of we, I will take singular noun Ram. If there is any subject instead of I or we, so use will in front of it. If there is subject I or we, so take shall in front of it. So here is the subject Ram, it is singular noun, and if it is singular noun, use will in front of it in future perfect tense. Then take have, then V3, help, then object a poor boy. Let's take another sentence. Suppose I want to take the subject they. So what will take in front of it, shall or will? Right, will. Then take have. Then V3. Any third form of the word. Watch. What is the V3 form of watch? It is watched. What is watched? A man. So students, in this way we can make any sentence in present perfect tense, in past perfect tense, or in future tense, future perfect tense. So in this way this part ends here, and as soon as possible send me at least 5 sentences from present perfect tense, past perfect tense and future perfect tense. So students, this part ends here. Have a good day to all of you. Thank you very much.